What's going on, guys? It's episode 141 of the Just the Guys podcast. that timing was so corny, I ain't gonna lie, but it's okay. Because it seems like we got a corn master in here today, and I ain't gonna say his name.
Damn.
But,
Yeah.
No, I'm playing. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, doesn't matter if you're a he, she, there, them. When you tune in, it's us. How y'all boys feeling today?
Living good. Living good. Got some big plans for 2025. Oh, look at the Fredmeister.
Automatic.
I want to see Freddie get blue rank.
I'm in to distract y'all, but yeah, it's okay. You could be on camera.
Who do you think Freddie's main will be in Tekken?
King.
Kuma.
I agree with Rod. It was the better answer.
It'd be Kuma or Heihachi. Could be the realest.
Okay.
Actually, no, it'd be more like Warren because he got energy.
It'd be Kuma or Panda.
He looking like he's trying to see if he can actually stand under that. Oh, he wants to lay down.
Okay,
buddy. Yeah, my bad, y'all. I'm good. I've been chilling. These last couple of weeks was kind of ass. Like I don't even remember, bro. The process of events. It was like around Thanksgiving. Before that, like my right ear was blocked, so I used these Debrox drops that the doctor recommended. I was using them shits. Like it was helping get rid of the blockage. Like it would like open up a little bit more every day. And then on the Monday following Thanksgiving, I put them in my left ear too, just to use them for both. So I was like, okay, like I don't want this to happen with my other ear as well. Cause she said that both of them are pretty much like blocked. So, but it didn't feel blocked until weeks later, where I couldn't hear shit. Like somebody was holding their palm of their hand on my ear.
Right.
Get down. See you later. Lay down. All right. So yeah. So like I started using the drops on my left one. And then it just started like to drain. And then I was just like, okay, so it's draining. And it was like a consistent draining. So like I would keep them clean. I put like a cotton ball in, whatever. And then I want to say on Friday just this Friday that just passed, like late night, it just started to hurt out of nowhere. And I woke up and I had a massive headache. I had like an earache. It's like a lot of pain shooting from my jaw to the top of my head. And I went to the Baptist Emergency Hospital or whatever, and they basically just said that I had an ear infection. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I saw this shit coming. So I got these drops that I've been putting in every night, and that's pretty much it. And the pain kind of just stopped yesterday, but for the rest of this week, like I was pretty much just in pain, chilling, like trying to recover. But I'm recovering from everything because my back was low key fucked up too from lifting. That's pretty much all gone. My foot was fucked up also from doing another physical activity. That's pretty much straight. So I'm healing. I'm recovering. Yeah, I was banged the fuck up, but we good now. So
yes, sir. And then you're on a healthy vibe.
Yeah.
Denzel, how you doing, King? What's been going on in Denzel land?
And same thing Rod said. Healing. I banged the fuck up, healing now. You know what I'm saying? Drinking my unsweet tea. Yeah, I'm just process. My insure is like an old man. Forward.
We love to hear. Like I said, it's got big things rolling around next month. Towards the end of next month, got some big things happening, and it's gonna look a little different in here. That's all I can say. Well, when we get closer to it, I'll reveal it on the podcast. But some changes. But what's life without change? But some interesting shit I've seen on Twitter lately is people have been calling Doechii's music Harriet Tubman music, and Kendrick's music's now slave music. What do we think about that? And then this will spill off into something else that's seen from on the radar.
Think about that.
I mean, just hating ass niggas.
They music.
Riding dick and clit. Just hating. I mean, there's not really much else I can say about that. It's like anytime somebody wants to make some music that is like,
whoa. I was like, oh. I look like
he got possessed.
I look like a Kanye music video. What the fuck was that?
Your ass, I don't even know what the fuck. You ever seen that movie Friends where all of them on FaceTime and like the ghost possessed them or whatever? Like possessed the people in the,
I know what you're
that's
talking
what
about.
Terrell ass look like. He just got snatched up.
Jesus. My shit disconnected.
Oh, okay. We
Golly.
good. Right.
I done kicked the wire out.
All right, so what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted was I feel like she made some. I think with her performance, I don't even know what the performance was, bro. I've been so tapped out of the media. I've just been going to sleep and going to work, and that's it. And then when I wasn't at work, I just been chilling. Marvel Rivals came out. I've been on that.
My camera tweaking, bro. My goodness. Hey, you know what? I ain't about to be fighting this all day. I'm about to be a box. I'm about to be a box for real.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. All right. So she did a performance. I don't remember exactly what the performance was. But you know, when she had like her 3 backup dancers and their hair was all braided together. And it's like anytime somebody does something that's like kind of like from black culture or like hip hop culture and just kind of giving you insight into like black people's struggles or anything like that, like let it be anything from their life, like religion, just like trauma, anything like that. Any kind of like powerful music, like dare I say woke music. It's not really woke, but like just music that is kind of educational and kind of like gives you, it's like a slice of African American life and history.
Right.
It becomes slave music or Harriet Tubman. It's like they just jump on that shit. So it basically just means like her music is becoming powerful, and she's more than just a creator that talks about like sex, like you know what I'm saying? Like because usually the feminine artists they talk about like, you know, they talk about sex and they talk about like, you know, we got our Cardi B's, we got our Megan Thee Stallions, we have our Lottos, we have our Sexy Reds, like all the ones that are popping right now in media. They all talk about sex to some extent, their body, like how curvy they are, how attractive they are, how men want it, like they got this, is good, is wet, yada yada. They all talk like that. And Doechii has done that on songs too, but it's more than just that. Like, and I mean, she made, I don't know how many songs she has out because I don't really listen to Doechii like that, but I'm about to start tapping in because she's fire. Not gonna lie, she is fire. Doja Cat, step your fucking shit up. You need to start taking some shit serious. You ain't really got the ass like that no more. I don't care what these niggas say. You ain't really got that shit like that no more. You're skinny. You done cut your hair off. Yeah, you don't care about your appearance. So you better start putting more time into that media, that music, that penmanship. Because it's up. Doechii's, she about to take over. I ain't gonna lie. She about to fucking erupt. Tyler done saw what the fuck was going on. Was like, yeah, he snatched that up. Put her on a track with Balloon. And I'm not gonna lie, that track, if it wasn't for that unique ass I want to be different ass beat, the song would be better. I'm not gonna lie, she slid on it, so it looked like she going up. I've been saying, I saw her in reel the other day. It was like last week or something, and I was like, okay, like she was like dancing to her song or like kind of like just vibing to her song or some shit. I was like, okay, this kind of fire. Like she might be on to something. So I'm about to tap in because Lord knows I don't be listening to Cardi and Megan and none of that bullshit. So I really was a Doja Cat fan because I like the way she rapped and I think her music was different, but she's not really appealing to me no more. So
I think Doechii is like a breath of fresh air, not in just the women's space, but just like rap as a whole. Her coming through with her she has some songs that are boom bappy, but like she can rap, she can sing. She gets intricate with her flows and like her patterns. So I think she's a breath of fresh air. It's just I think the slave music Harriet Tubman thing came from the beef. It's another byproduct of the Drake beef as where he was like, "Oh, you rapping like you trying to get the slaves freed." I think ever since that, I don't think everyone was calling his shit like slave music or Harriet Tubman music before that. I don't think that was the narrative. I think it was just like he's just I don't know, woke rap. It was what it was called before, but I think since that performance, I think they've been calling her the performance you're talking about. I think it was on the Stephen Colbert show. I think. Since she dressed up like that, they were like, "Oh, Harriet Tubman music." Like, get the fuck out of here. Y'all just don't want to listen to fucking. Y'all just don't want to unpack the music. Y'all just want something that's like a Playboy Cardi or like something that's temporary that you don't listen to like a month from now. You guys want, the bullshit. The dopamine rush of these music, like the song, the TikTok songs, the microwave songs. I think that's what it was called, the microwave song.
Microwave music.
Microwave music. That's what they want. But I think this bleeds into a bigger topic, which was something that popped off on the radar. They have a podcast. I don't know if you don't know what On the Radar is that fucking those videos you see with the green background and the rappers are like just they're rapping their tracks. It's like a On the Radar performance. We did it with Drake and Central C. We did a video on it.
Ah, okay, yeah.
That's On the Radar. So they have a podcast, and the podcaster is a white guy, and basically he said, "We don't want to hear soul sample flips. We don't want to hear that boom bap shit. Like, turn that unk music off." That's basically what he said. And a lot of people were, giving him shit for it, but then there's a lot of people I've seen that were in agreement that say, we don't want to hear soul sample flips no more. We don't want to hear boom bappy music no more. And I'm just like, but that's not the only publication or platform that we've seen rap get slighted on. We've also seen with the Pitchfork, where they gave Kendrick's GNX like a 6, I think, right? Or was it a 5? Some shit like that.
Yeah, it was like a 6.1. It's something really low.
But it's just funny to me when, they make most of their money off of rap music, but then do not honor where rap came from. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are we gonna shit on soul sample flips? This shit all started with sample flips and bled into the soul samples, or the boom bap is where we came from. The oh my god, what's the dude's name? The KRS Ones, and you know what I'm saying, like the old school rap. That's where we came from. We came a long way, but to incorporate the boom bap into the now talent, Joey Badass did it. Profound fucking mixtape. Kendrick's done it. Doechii has done it, and she has a whole song called Boom Bap. Is that her whole fucking project? No, I think her project, Alligator Bite Never Heals. She does tap into a lot of different flows, whether it's a boom bap flow or like a Busta Rhymes flow, to like she's singing. She has like a Doja Cat's vibes on some of them. She's introspective on another track. So it's just funny to me how they be shitting on shit, but then they want to run around and say, "Oh, why in this? Why in that?" You know what I'm saying? Just they want the aesthetic of rap, but shit on the rap culture, which is something we've seen time and time again with the Grammys and all this shit. And it's just like, bruh, really? If I was a rapper, I wouldn't be on the radar. On the Radar dead now. Fuck that. No, you want to hear no soul flip? Or I'll go up there specifically with a soul flip.
For real.
Soul sample flip. So
and it doesn't have to be like, just because it's a soul flip doesn't have to be slow or like, because I'm pretty sure Peekaboo is a soul flip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. So I mean, like, it could be however you want the track to sound. I fuck this up every time. Johnny P's Caddy, is that what it's called? Johnny P's Caddy?
Johnny P's Caddy.
I don't know how I fuck it up. I don't know why I want to say uncle so bad. But yeah, Johnny P's Caddy, I mean, that's a soul flip and it has more of like a boom bap type of feel, but like that song is also hard. Like, it's one of the best verses I think I've heard from J. Cole. I mean, I hate to keep referencing these tracks, but it's just the tracks that everyone would know about. Like, if I spoke about another track, people would be like, "Oh, I don't really know what that one is." Like, you have to, go research it. But
yeah, it's a deep cut.
So I'm just trying to say, like, it's not even like it's like, what do you call it? How do you say a
Como se dice?
yeah, you know how people say like it's a an acquired taste. There you go. It's not even like that. It's just something that you have to have an ear for, like, because it's not just like a hard ass trap beat and like these goofy ass lyrics that are fast and kind of sounds cool, but like they're not really talking about shit. Like you don't like it. I mean,
But there's even artists that do that. Like Cash Cobain has a lot of soul flips in his shit, and his beats are hard. A lot of those drill beats have soul flips in them, and they're hard. Like the New York drill. I'm sorry, I know
shit, Luther. Yeah, Luther's a soul flip. Wasn't Charlie Wilson on one of fucking the songs with Cash Cobain and
Don Toliver? Yeah,
Don Toliver. Yeah, I mean, his ass known for doing soul. He was singing on the track. So, I mean, I don't understand. They just think like, oh, I don't want. This is associated with this, so I don't want that. Not understanding that that's the whole point of a flip or a sample. You can take that sample and do whatever you want with it. You can take a drum, you can take a sound, you can take a horn, you can take the melody, you can take the hook, like whatever, and just use it in whichever way. Like what Kanye did with Good Life. That's not really soul though. Because Pretty Young Thing is not really soul at all. That was an upbeat ass pop song, but he slowed it down. He took it, slowed that shit down. I didn't even know until I was like 20 that song sampled PYT. But that's just, I'm just trying to say that you can sample whatever you wanted, like, and you can make something off of it.
Someone sampled a door closing in Minecraft. I forgot what song that was.
EXO Tour Life. I'm pretty sure it's EXO Tour Life.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Like, they sampled the Powerpuff Girls, Buttercup going, nasty. And
Backseat Freestyle, right?
Yeah, with Kendrick. Like that, that mix, that's fucking Buttercup, bro. So it's just like,
shit's insane, bro.
You can sample whatever.
Denzel, what you think? You think we're unk music now? You think soul sample flips are unk?
They're saying unk because it's been around before they were born. Because people were soul sampling in the 80s. Like Tupac soul sampled a bunch of shit. Like he had good beats, modern beats for the time that was based on soul music. And there's other songs that's not like soul music, that's not rap, that was flipped off of soul music anyway. And there's plenty of beat makers that make like not boom bap beats, but like just like lo-fi type beats or other type of music off of a soul flip. Like soul flip is not entirely rap either. It's just whatever, like you said, whatever you want to do with it. And it's like, it's just that soul music sound good. It sound good as fuck. Like you got a whole lot. Yeah, you gotta
feel it.
Gotta feel it, bro. And it's like, I mean, yeah, like soul music and rap, it's like it go hand in hand. Like they both definitely connected, but it's like that's not all it is. And just because you hear soul flip don't mean it's rap, or you hear soul flip and like this is generic. Like no, it's good, it's different, it's its own shit. Because people will be sampling the same shit over and over, but they be in different ways and different parts. So you can hear the sample, but it's like, oh, I know where this came from, but it's like this is a different spin on it. 'Cause it, like I don't recognize this part of the song that it came from, or whatever. Or they must have highly distorted it, or some shit, or did something neat with it.
Damn, what was I just about to say? Oh, y'all don't like soul music? Y'all are not invited to the cookout. I'm gonna tell you that. Every time I hear a soul flip, that's immediately what I think. When I heard Dodger Blue, when people said Dodger Blue was a skip and Luther was a skip, I was like, y'all lost y'all damn mind. Y'all lost y'all.
How was Dodger Blue a skip?
That's what I'm saying.
That don't make sense to me. I don't get it. I tried to understand it. How the fuck is that song a skip?
If you're not standing up hitting the two-step with a plate of soul food in your hand, I don't know what's wrong with you. Something wrong with you.
Well, they was playing the fuck out of R. Kelly though back then, but it's a skip. Like, shut the fuck up.
Interesting question for y'all right here. If you can, I want y'all to build y'all best rap song. Right? You pick the artist, you pick the producer. If it has any features, Who's gonna do the hook if you have a feature? Build y'all perfect song.
Are we supposed to do this and come back?
I could give y'all mine. I can give y'all mine.
So you mind afterwards.
Kanye on production. Sorry. Kanye on production. Right. Kendrick's my main artist. This is a Kendrick song. I want to have. Let me see how I can just fuck y'all heads up. Pusha T as a feature, so get another nostalgia. Let me get Pusha T, and I know this is I know he's a hot commodity right now. I know this is probably a trigger word right now to use, but let me get Jay-Z on there as another feature. We can talk about the Jay-Z thing.
3 features? God damn.
2 features. 2 features
on that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like 3 artists on the track. Though it's a long ass track. With both of them rapping,
It'll be a 5-minute.
Yeah, is one of them just doing a hook?
No, I want a verse from Pusha, and I want a verse from Jay-Z.
And Kendrick getting a verse too.
Bro,
this is an 8-minute song. God damn.
And throw SZA on the hook.
God, this man trying to make a beautiful ass
Hey.
It's either gonna be a beautiful ass powerful song, or I mean that's all it can be with SZA on the hook.
That's it. That's perfect. Cemented.
This that shit that Pitchfork hate.
Right.
That shit that he talking about.
That shit will get a 3 out of 10. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. What you got, Denzel?
Okay, so production. J Dilla on the production.
Beautiful pick. I love that pick.
J. Cole song.
Okay.
J. Cole song.
Okay.
Featuring Kendrick.
Okay.
And
you could throw him on there. Go ahead, throw him on there. I know you want to throw him on there.
Nah, not Pac. I ain't gonna throw Pac on there. I ain't gonna throw Pac on there. I already put J Dilla. J Dilla he not here with us, so I took one person out the grave, but I'm gonna make it modern, like it's a J Dilla beat with Cole, Kendrick, and I don't want nobody on the hook. Like, but okay, J Cole. I guess you could come up with a hook, but like. It don't actually no hook. This is rapping.
Bars.
Just bars.
That's respectable. J Dilla is a great.
Wait, no pick. Hook.
No hook.
So what's going to be?
It's going to be rapping. It's going to be back.
It's going to be like a Black Friday, I guess. Like a Black Friday.
Okay. Damn. Yeah. So that's a rapidy rap ass song right there.
Yeah.
All right. So you come through with a vibey song.
Yeah, I gotta be ignorant then. All right. Let me get. I'm putting X on this song. I'm putting X. X gonna be on this song. I need Kendrick as a feature.
Okay.
Or it's Kendrick's song with X. So they finna get ignorant. It's about to be some peekaboo type shit. You know what I'm saying? I need Take Heat to produce this bitch.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Either Take Heat or Metro. So he can make a dark ass grimy beat. You know what I'm saying? I need some what's that song with Offset that Ric Flair drip? I need some shit like that. I need something to hit like that. But something that X could slide on. Yeah. He said Nudie on the hook. Low key. Who be producing Nudie's beats, bro? Because Hell Shell go crazy.
Is it Pierre? I think it's Pierre, right?
Yeah, matter of fact, I'll take that back. Let Pierre do the production. Because Metro gonna make this shit too cinematic. We need to be ignorant. We need an ignorant ass beat. Or like a bubbly ass, like something vibey.
It's gonna be called a lobster roll or some shit. Some delicacy.
Like y'all heard Get Drip. Pierre produced that, right? I don't think so.
Pierre's another decorated producer.
Yeah, but that would be clean. Either it's like
they're bumping Magnolia to this day.
Yeah, either it's X and Kendrick, or like Kendrick and old Trippie Redd, like because Kill People goes kind of crazy. So yeah, mine is interchangeable. Like I would like Metro on there. It really depends on how they taking the track, but I don't see X doing something with like a cinematic ass beat. Like I see him doing something with The King's Dead or something like that, where it's like kind of upbeat. But I don't see him doing anything with like something that's slower. Like the beat has to be, it has to be bouncy.
Yeah.
So I'll put Pierre on there. So X, Kendrick, Pierre.
That's
then-
valid. I want to hear that.
Found in Florida. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah, if it was Florida,
Florida.
it would be Trick Daddy and Trina.
Nah. X and
He's the
Pierre.
only person from Florida, right? Is Pierre from Florida?
Pierre not from Florida. I thought he was from
New
Atlanta.
York?
I thought
I think
he was
Pierre's
from
from New York. No, he's from Atlanta. I think he is from Atlanta. I think Terrell the nail on the head. I think he is
This
from
man
Atlanta.
heard X and said Florida, and it just took over everything else.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
Outspoken. That's not even the most decorated artist.
You said ignorant. You said ignorant too. You chose Pierre. Like he know how to make flow the beats.
It's a vibey track, and X gonna be on the track. He gonna make this shit vibey. He gonna be ignorant too. Y'all heard X when he like raps and look at me. You heard?
Have y'all heard? Y'all heard X's like old shit, like his first couple of songs. He actually was rapping like on some Kendrick shit. He was rapping. When J. Cole too. He was just like that.
Yeah, we know.
I knew he had the capacity to do it. Yeah, I knew he had the capacity to do it.
I'd be left field though if you do that though. If you try to do that again, they'd be like, "What? I heard this X in a minute."
Yeah.
But he could though. He versatile.
Ronnie on the damn beat. X will slide on that shit. It'd be automatic banger. That shit'll go platinum. Or Ronnie on the beat.
God, it's Ronnie.
X always know to do the Ronnie beat. I don't know what the fuck, but he always know what the hell to do. Yeah, I mean that's what I put for mine. Matter of fact, Fred gave me that look like I should have went with Take Keith.
I think we could AI some of this. In this day and age, someone can AI these songs together.
AI X.
Man, it might work.
I know we're crazy. I am not gonna hold you.
It might work.
AI X went crazy.
Go ahead, buddy.
Should we try our hand at talking about something controversial again, like the Jay-Z thing, or you think we'll get
I don't know, but I mean, I'm okay with talking about it. If y'all okay with it.
Last time we did it, when we were talking about
heads or tails.
Heads.
Hey Siri, flip a coin.
That's 2 out of 3. Tails. Best 2 out of 3. It always gotta be best 2 out of 3.
Okay.
Can't be one and done.
Hey Siri, flip a coin. It's tails this time.
Oh damn.
Tails twice.
Well, look like we're not talking about it.
We'll talk about though. We'll talk about the dude that assassinated out of healthcare CEO.
Oh yeah,
got arrested.
Forgot about that. Yeah, they found his ass in the McDonald's.
Yeah, he was living life. Like he was just like, I didn't just assassinate somebody. I'm gonna go to Mickey D's. And they said when
he
tried to question him about it. They was like, weren't you in New York? And he started shaking and he started his whole attitude changed. He started, hyperventilating and shit. I'm like, don't be scared now. Why you even?
They said he had a 3D printed gun, a ghost gun. You didn't see how he shot that shit? He shot that shit like it was a fucking a Nerf gun.
Nah, I have not looked into.
Oh, you can make that, can't you? Yeah, you can make a 3D printed gun that's untraceable because 3D printed, but it has a capacity to kill.
They said he was only shooting like a 22 caliber, so like he shot the guy in the leg. He shot the guy in the leg, and then he shot him, in the head a couple times, and he walked off. But yeah, it was a 3D printed gun. That's what they said. That's what I seen. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I seen. It was a 3D printed gun. It was a ghost gun. So I've never heard that shit before in my life. A ghost gun?
Untraceable.
Fuck? Oh, that's kind of.
Dude, them motherfuckers try to use acid to burn the cereal off of a gun. They can just erase the metal and they can see the print that's under it and get the serial number, so they'll find out. But ghost gun? I never heard of it before. This is the first time I'm hearing it too, but it makes perfect sense. Like it's untraceable.
We're gonna call it. That's what the episode gonna be called. Ghost gun. Let's put Danny Phantom in the back.
That's insane, bro.
Can you imagine
drop someone off with a 3D printed gun,
a plastic gun,
3D printing switches?
What?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what they use. They use 3D prints to add a switch to their Glock, and it works.
How much is a 3D printer?
Like $100, you get like a small one. Like that's kind of
Asking for a
like
friend.
Nah, nigga, hold on. Let me look this shit up because you
Asking
tweaking.
for a
There's no
friend.
way.
How long would it take to make a 3D printed gun? It'll probably take it some time, right?
probably take like probably like 8 or so, not 8 hours or anything. Probably no, it probably take a long time.
Bruh, 3D printers don't cost that much. The best one that I'm seeing is 1,300. I paid pretty
Damn.
much that for the damn PC.
Well, there you go, y'all. We can all have 3D printed guns out here.
I would do 3D prints
you
for
can
like
get one
custom.
from Amazon for 300. But like,
Yeah,
you
that's
can 3D print like a ocarina. I seen somebody do that at school. Like, we were in band class and he had an ocarina from Legend of Zelda. I mean, it's not from Legend of Zelda, but that's how we had heard of him. That's how they got popular with us. And he 3D printed one in school. Like, what the fuck? It was just a red one. Yeah.
3D printed guns. That's the future we're headed. Apparently, he had wrote on the bullet. He was writing on the bullet, or there was writing on the bullet. I think it was like deny, depose, or
yeah,
something
he did.
else.
I know what you're talking about.
He wrote on the bullet. Apparently, United Healthcare was denying a bunch of people's claims, though. So, I mean, do I feel bad that this guy got shot? I mean, apparently they still had the meeting. He was going to a meeting. That was like 7 a.m. when they shot him. He had a meeting at 8. They still had the meeting, whether or not the guy was there or not. So, I mean, hey,
They probably just thought he was late. They probably didn't know he got shot.
hey, it's those insurance companies. That's up there with the pharmaceuticals. That's a sketchy place to mess around in. I don't know if this guy was hired to do this by somebody else. Don't know.
I think he just wanted to do it because they looked at his background and say he graduated. I don't know
Ivy League, right?
Yeah, Ivy League college, and he was talking about on social media how he was angry about like the system of healthcare at the time, like close to the event happening, like how he didn't like that. He had a book on talking about like healthcare and stuff, his belongings and all of that. So I think he planned this as himself. Like he just didn't fuck with what he was doing. Company, and it's just like
maybe somebody reached out to him and was like, "Dang, we hear how you're struggling with your situation with healthcare.
If he got hired, he wouldn't be at McDonald's, bro. He wouldn't be at McDonald's.
They could have paid him with drugs. Like, here you go. Maybe you OD, and then you just X yourself out the equation. We don't got to worry about you getting caught and snitching.
That's what I'm saying. You never
I heard
really know.
that's what I heard. I seen people talk about it, and they're like, "Well, if I was gonna hire anybody to do it, I'll just pay them in fucking drugs. Like, here you go, hold this." Maybe they OD. Hey,
I don't know, man. It's a
sketchy world we live in. Now
sad,
CEOs got to look over their shoulder.
I mean,
loops, and like he kind of did everything right as far as like the ghost gun and everything, but then it's just like, why are you just sitting in McDonald's? Like you ain't just like this man on camera. Like you in New York, so you know they got cameras everywhere. It's like you're not gonna be in New York for long, and you're not gonna be on camera somewhere. Like you on camera somewhere. They had cameras like that when I was little in the early 2000s, living in that bitch. It had cameras everywhere then, and now they got HD cameras everywhere. And you did that, and then you just at McDonald's just chilling. Like you not gonna get caught. You know the feds is on you because you killed the CEO.
Feds watching.
Feds on you automatically. You thought it was gonna be the NYPD on you? This man's watching SVU was like, I can get away with this.
They say
that's how they work. I can get away with this. Like, no, the feds is gonna be on your stupid ass.
They say he had that shit on too when he did it. They say he had a Montclair on when he did it. They say he did.
He did have a Montclair on.
Nigga was dripping to make Buddy drip. That shit crazy.
They say he had that shit the fuck on with that ghost gun.
I was listening to Pop Smoke too. I got it on me.
Pulled that shit out straight to Montclair. That's crazy. He had the Lego gun in the tuck. That's crazy.
That's insane. Yeah, I mean, to his family, to the victim's family, you know, my condolences go out to them. I don't know. I don't know what kind of. That's crazy. Terrell is a fight the power ass nigga right now, bro.
They got money.
Talking about the system, talking about the corporations. He got his. You be talking about dashikis and shit like that.
I had the tin foil on.
I mean, I get why people don't care about the dude that died, but it's like if he wasn't CEO, somebody else is gonna be CEO, and they'd be the exact same thing, and then they'd be like, "Yeah, glad he's dead." I was like, they had a meeting without him, so it's really the board of directors, bunch of people in that fucking meeting that make all of those decisions or help make the rules. So it's like it's not just him. He was just the scapegoat. He was like the CEO. He's the face, but he doesn't like get every single paper like deny that claim. It's not like that.
He's inspiring a team of people to come up and be like, "Fuck it, we got to take out the whole company now."
I'm just saying, like,
step on some people to get up there. I don't think he had a clean ascension to there. I don't think
I don't think it was a clean ascension, but it's like he's not in control of like everything. It's not like he could be like deny like 50% of them shits just because I feel like it. Like it's not like
he could put a quota up there. I think you can't just approve every claim. I think you do have to have a certain amount you don't approve. I don't know how insurance companies work. But I never feel bad when, like, you know, I didn't feel bad when those people went on a submarine, that plastic Fisher Price.
Nah, I knew that was.
I didn't feel bad about that. I mean, hey, you get what you pay for.
But people lost their lives though. Like,
it's the thing.
He was about the son that went.
Yeah, the millionaire, the billionaire son, or whoever, the rich dude's son.
Heartless fucks.
They went underwater with carbon fiber. That is exotic material, but it hasn't been tested at that depth at all. It hasn't really been tested. They just went down there once, and it's like, it's safe. We went down there. We went all the way down. We saw the Titanic, and then we went back up. I was like, the longer you stay down there, it causes micro cracks inside of the carbon fiber, and eventually it'll give out. And they was just like, no, it shouldn't. By our testing, it should last way longer. It should last just as long as metal. I'm like, okay. Remember in 1985 when they found the Titanic, it was in a whole metal gigantic submarine that they were in. And even that was like, even that had like little micro cracks. But because, it was stable.
An iceberg though?
Huh?
Didn't they hit an iceberg though? I mean, I think that's a little bit different.
Nah, Titanic hit the iceberg, but the metal was brittle because it was cold. And it was brittle metal. Like the metal was taking damage from like the coal mines inside at the bottom of the ship. It was damaging the hull. It was damaging the hull, and then it was cold as fuck outside. And it was like, oh, the Titanic is strong. It can handle that. And normally it would. If it wasn't brittle, it would be able to. If it was summertime, let's say it was iceberg day and it was summertime. And like, I know that doesn't make sense, but like if it was, it wouldn't have died like that. It wouldn't have put a whole gash in there. But because it was cold, it was brittle. The damage from the cold is a perfect setup. And it was just like, it went to the ice. The ice normally wouldn't be a problem. It sliced through it. Big old gash. And then it started sinking. And then it was just like, I thought it was unsinkable. It was just a whole bunch of shit that came into place for that to happen.
Like, even if you survived, right? Like if you made it onto a flotation, did people survive?
Yeah, people survived.
Some people froze to death in that water, though.
Yeah, they fell into the water.
How do you survive that shit? Because once you hit the water, and
some people got out the water and lived. Some people got out the water
on the door. She was chilling on that flotation about that door and didn't have room for.
Some people was in that water though, and I know that water was cold as fuck, bro. And lived.
I feel uncultured. I have not seen that movie, so I don't know.
That's like a 3-hour movie. I seen it once. I seen like half of it in class. I forgot how I seen the other half. But
yeah, 3 hours of my life that I'm gonna keep.
That's crazy. The way the Titanic sunk, like nobody believed like the actual people. It was like it broke in half, and it was standing straight up. They was like, "Ow!" It was broken in half. How did it stand up? And then all these years later, they seeing how all the pieces at the bottom of the ocean look, and they basically playing rewind, like how did this end up like this, how did this end up like this, calculations and shit, and they show how it actually happened, and it was like, yeah, that's how it happened. I was like, oh, so they was able to prove that shit, so they wasn't crazy. It's just, imagine in 1909 it's like a ship that was called unsinkable breaking in half and then standing up while it's sinking. That's crazy to think about in 1909. You can understand that now because we got technology. It's like we know, like.
Actually, yeah, fuck everybody who was on that shit. Now that I'm thinking about the time, the year.
Yeah, we're YNs for real.
It wasn't. It wasn't like when I'm trying to put the dashiki on. It wasn't that. It wasn't that, bro. I mean, there was some people that was like that, but it wasn't the whole shit. There's a lot of immigrants on there.
Nah, it was the whole shit.
It was the whole shit. So what about the people in third class?
Okay, and what about them?
From a different country. From where did they go through? Ireland. That was trying to go to the United States to find a better life. They wasn't like black people. It wasn't like that.
Okay, so let me say something. They're trying to go to the United States to find what?
A better life.
A better life in the United States at 1909. You know what was going on in the United States in 1909? Exactly. Exactly my point.
YN.
Fuck everybody on that shit.
Yeah, you a YN. You a YN. You got your dashiki on. Right, take that shit. Actually, we should watch that shit. We need to watch that shit. We do need to watch that shit.
Don't wear dashikis because they
don't
look like that. They're not introspective.
No, you dangerous. You a dashiki wearing YN. That's even worse. That's scary.
Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Pick up the book, my brothers. This nigga don't know what he talking about. He the YN. He crashing out.
I'm a YN.
Yeah, pick up your book. You know what I'm saying? Use this right here. It's technology.
There was black people on the Titanic too, and some of them lived, right? That was a thing, right?
Yeah.
What were they doing?
That was God.
What were they doing on the ship?
So that's God. That's God. Okay, but everybody else is like
they weren't first class. I can tell you that.
They were not first class.
I bet you when it came to them lifeboats, they weren't on them shits.
Okay, let's be real though. Who was black in where did they deport from? Because they deported from like Ireland, and then they entered on their way to New York. So it wasn't that many black people on there to begin with. Let's keep it real. Like there was some black people. There was some black people in Ireland, but it wasn't like enough to like fill up the ship. But there was black people on that ship though. There's definitely black people on that ship, but it wasn't like a lot.
Not in the movie.
Y'all just making this. Y'all just trying to dashiki y'all way through this shit, and I don't like that.
Just omit that from history, huh?
Oh, okay.
It's crazy. Just whiten it out.
Okay. You gotta remember what was going on in those periods, but it didn't matter for us. It really didn't matter.
You seen Django?
Okay, y'all try to dashiki. I mean, I get there was some shit going on in 1912 when that shit sank. I understand that. 1912 when that shit was on his way to New York. Hey. I understand there was some bullshit happening in the United States pertaining to us. I know that. I agree with y'all 100%.
Melanated King.
But
I said that's a powerful brother right there. I stand with him. He know what the hell is going on. That's what I'm saying. I like it. What else you gotta say, my brother?
Damn, baby.
There was a lot of people out there that it was just a sad event. It was a big ass loss of life. I mean, some people was like, yeah, you know, air quote, like probably deserved it, but it's like a lot of people died, bro. That was one of the biggest like loss of lives, like in a like public transportation ever. Like think about it, like a ship had a lot of people on there.
You heard? You seen the story about the Zeppelin? That big ass.
Oh yeah.
That shit was sketchy from the jump. That shit was sketchy from the jump.
Zeppelin is crazy. I know what you're talking about.
Right, it was basically this big ass blimp that they had back in I don't know when. It was around the Titanic time. I know that was old as shit.
So just riding around in these stupid ass vehicles, huh? Just big as shit.
The gas they were using was highly flammable. And they were just like, "Fuck it, let's go." And you had people on there smoking cigarettes and shit. Like, so you know, a hop, skip, and a jump later, here we are on the ground.
Yeah, how did we evolve from that?
Natural selection, like basically. Ass motherfucker.
How did we evolve from that,
bro?
They can't.
Niggas back then, and the 20th century, niggas back then in the 20th century. Like, niggas back then in the 20th century were like Jordan whenever they came up with an idea to get a massive ass vehicle that didn't make no fucking sense, and they want to get from point A to point B with all their cousins. They was like, man, let's do this shit. Titanic, a Zeppelin, shit. What else we got? And they was just like, shit, this shit probably gonna hit.
Kids used to be smoking at like 10 years old, and it wasn't really no Surgeon General warning. Like there was no surgeons like that. I mean, there was some operations, but it was just like. It's just the Wild West to do whatever the fuck you want at whatever age you want.
And you wonder why they lived to be like 45 and that's it. 45.
Nah, them motherfuckers was old though. Some of them was reaching like 90 something.
I thought they were dying in their 30s back then.
Well, from the wars probably.
But they was living to 50 years old if they was lucky. Like the medicine that we have, they didn't have. Think about it. Like that was a whole 100 years ago, over 100 years ago. They was not surviving. They was not surviving to get to 60. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like they had, because I mean, think about how they was lifting shit, and we ate like every standard that we have, every practice, every operating procedure, all the technology, everything that we have that we know about nutrition, like all that shit was not. It was non-existent.
Yeah,
so they
ate no OSHA back there.
They ate whatever the fuck. They drank whatever the fuck. They was smoking whatever the fuck. They
breathing in whatever the fuck.
Drugs might have been crazy. Yeah, exactly. They were working in fucking factories. Niggas was probably getting smashed by the vehicles and the assembly lines, like, or the parts. Like, people were probably dying every day, like from bullshit. We didn't even get to the Great Depression or fucking. When was the Black Plague? When was that shit?
that was like hundreds of years, I think, before that. I think that
okay,
was like
fuck that.
It's like in the 1700s,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah. Fuck that. But what I'm saying is, times was tough as hell. Like we didn't really know what the hell was going on. Like everything was super primitive. I could just see people passing from, like, you could get the cold, or like, so they, like, say if they got strep back then, they was not surviving. They got strep, they die. You get strep, you die. Imagine that.
They were building skyscrapers with no harnesses, nothing, just raw dog in the pipes.
Niggas building cars, getting their limbs caught. Like, imagine getting your arm ripped off because you're trying to work at an assembly line or some shit. And you got your arm stuck in a part, and it just got torn the fuck off. And we don't have home. Yeah, and then we don't have the technology. They gotta saw the rest of your arm off, and then you bleed to death. Like
they gotta put you down when you get home.
They probably cauterized the wound. They probably cauterized it. That was the thing back then. They cauterized a lot of wounds.
Maybe, but niggas is passing out from blood loss and pain.
Yeah, they would pass out from that shit. Yeah, your arm was cut off violently, and there was no anesthetic. You got your arm cut off, and then they took like a flamethrower and put that shit to your arm. Ooh, you passing out, boy. You're not gonna be awake. You gonna pass out from the pain.
To sum it up, a chainsaw was originally used to help women with pregnancy. Let's start there.
Wow,
that shit.
They was not living.
They were chainsawing the women. Like, what are you talking about?
Were they chainsawing the stomach open, or were they?
I don't know.
They sticking up the damn.
The chainsaw.
Bro, imagine
was used
tennis back then. Niggas was using whole wooden teeth. And the other, you know what? I ain't gonna talk about that either because I still got my dashiki on.
The dashiki will get on. I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
Yeah, like, bro, come on, brother. Imagine the dentist back then. You think they had to do? What the fuck was the dentist doing back then in your mouth?
You got cavity, but I don't got nothing to do about it. It's just like you just fuck. You die in 6 months.
Hey, let's get this. Let's get this Home Depot drill and let's get to work. You just sit there, you just take it. Bro.
Your bones break back then, it's raps. Like,
man, it's giving you a splint, and they gonna pray that it heals back. And I'm not gonna lie to you, our bodies was doing its own surgery because when you got your leg broke back then, you guys have a splint, but eventually the bones will go into place and then like heal itself. Like when I went to the my surgeon a couple weeks ago and did my checkup with the MRI and the X-rays, the bone originally was like far away from like where it was supposed to be, and now they all close together and they're where they're supposed to be. I'm like, how the fuck you know where to go?
Yeah,
how the fuck you know? I was like, that's why motherfuckers was surviving back then. Like, cause how the body know where to go?
On the contrary, their asses were not surviving. They was getting lucky. I'm be honest.
Yeah, they were getting lucky because the body knew what to do. But
it's like anything, bro. Any old thing is raps.
If you go down the dark history of psychology,
Get stabbed with a knife back then?
If there was anything wrong with you
your
mentally,
ass? ECG or lobotomy?
Lobotomy. We cutting that piece out. There you go. Now you a vegetable.
Oh, now you're not.
No, remember that's the thing with the stick and the pick and inside your head on your eye to hit your brain.
Lobotomy. That's a lobotomy.
Yeah, that shit was fun.
Right in the eye. Just all right. You should be straight. Like,
well, mark that time down. You have to go get that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
Go.
But you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
He said started, y'all. He said started.
He
said started.
I did.
He said restarted. Get out of here. Y'all
you
so
restarted.
crazy. Y'all so crazy. Y'all so crazy.
Oh shit.
I think that's the best note to end it on. I think we ended there.
Hey. Shit. That was funny. Hey man, that was episode 141 of the Just the Guys podcast. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, man. Let us know if you got any recommendations for us. Drop them in the comments. Check the description for the old videos. Check out the back catalog, the backlog, whatever. We had the Squabble Up music video reaction drop, and we had the GNX album breakdown. We kind of listened to that after we listened to it and gave y'all our thoughts and what we think the lyrics mean. Go check all of those out, please. Hey man, stay up, be easy. Until then, it's been your guys, Denzel, Terrell, myself, Rod, and we out. Peace.
Adios.